Hey, how's it going out there? It's AG Surfer back with a vid. I know it's been a while. This will be an actual vid, no vehicle shenanigans or anything like that. Um, yeah, let me go ahead and show off some books. I've got a stack of books, but I'm not going to get through all of them today. It just isn't going to happen. I will try to have some more vids up this weekend, hopefully, if I've got time. I know there's some cool contests that are going to end pretty much, I believe, by Sunday or Monday. So I'll try to have some contest vids up. But these are some books I picked up from the J. Scott Campbell webpage. Went back and got a couple of these. The Spider Gwens, this time with his autograph on them. Um, I really like that orange. The pen he uses, it really pops. Really has a nice look on those Spider Gwens. This was the only thing they had left. They sold out of the sets of this one, or I would have purchased the color one as well, but I got the black and white signed by Campbell, and he used a nice purple pen. So yeah, he sold out of the other cover of that. I was also contemplating spending some serious coin and getting. They offered Stanley's autograph and Campbell's autograph on it, but I passed. Yeah. I think this was also a pretty decent price. I purchased one and two. Yeah, I know what it's like to meet Campbell. He hasn't been around in my area as often. He's a busy guy, I'm sure by now, obviously. I guess he doesn't do that many conventions as he used to. Um, so I figured I'd go ahead and purchase a couple of those autographs. Let me get these out of the way. All right. Yeah, that was that was it for the Campbell. Just a small little order, but that's all it usually takes for Campbell, as far as money goes. Let's see. So with that, let me uh, let me show this off again. I showed this off in the car, but yeah, these new cases. I mean, they've got a little contour to them, a little shape through here. They're not, it's got a little flex and a bow the way it kind of flares out. Um, it's hard to say. Oh, you can kind of see it there. I mean, it's got this indentation in the back now, and you can really kind of grab onto them. Um, yeah, the flap. See, mine's obviously a little bent, but it used to, a lot of folks know, and they've gone over this. It used to be a sticker. Now it's actually embedded inside the plastic. Yeah, the grade definitely stands out more now. It's got more. This is more of a high definition. It's got a real good glare on the on the plastics they use. Um, little stickers even changed a little bit. It's got a little more wow to it, I guess. A little wow factor. But yeah, I like it's bolder 9/8. It says white pages right there. I still like their font. Is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still real small through here, but the font size is still pretty small. But then it's a little. They use a little. It's a little bolder, and I do like the placement of the information. It's pretty good. Um, yeah, this is a book I showed off in my last vid, a real quick vid of me in the car when I picked it up. Um, the back side, CGC white pages tells you in the back, sketch edition. And then I noticed this later on that Steve, the artist that did the sketch for me, did that on the back, so that's pretty sweet with the skull and the bones, and you know, just a fantastic guy. And like I said, I really dig that sketch. Deadpool kind of harassing Wolverine there. So good stuff. All right, guys, let me get on to what's at hand here. This. Oop, okay, it takes up the whole video. It makes it even look even larger. Look at that. All right, guys, wait is over. This is the box. It's already unboxed. All right. That's the box from my last vid with the books. So let me get under those books. So these were some books I picked up on from mycomicshop.com, and yeah, that was the package that arrived, and didn't have time to open it up. I gotta get to work, so here we go. I ended up getting some more J. Scott Campbell's from the comicshop.com. Dark Reign, Black Panther #3. Yeah, I'm gonna start definitely getting these now. And then Black Panther being in the Civil War movie and everything. But prices on these weren't bad, and I just decided to pick them up. Got two because it's J. Scott. I'll go for the complete set of these guys as I find them. Issue 4, 2 of those, and then yeah, this isn't J. Scott, but it was the price. I think it was like $1 or something. So I picked that up. Issue number 7 and issue number 8. Still really cool covers. I'm sure the story is just fine, and so excuse me. This one I strictly got for the cover. Zenscope Red. What is it? Red Agent. 205. I strictly got it for that cover. Obviously, it reminds me a little bit of Black Widow with blonde hair. How's that? And then, you know, she's upside down. You know, the arm doesn't really look as good as the cover, right? So there you go. That looks, yeah. Messing around with comic books. So there's that one. Then I got the Dynamite Vampirilla. I really like this cover, so I ended up getting a second copy of that Vampirilla, and it's Tony Fleece. That's a Tony Fleece cover. He's known, I guess, normally for doing he's My Little Pony covers, and I only knew that because the last convention I'd gone to, I walked past my brother was getting some stuff signed for his kids from Tony, and I noticed he had the card, he had like the print of this, and I was like, and I just got the book, and I didn't bring it with me or whatever because I didn't know that the artist would be there. I didn't really look. I should have looked in the interior pages, but it would have mentioned who did the cover. But I talked to the guy, and I was like, crap, I didn't know you did this cover. I would have brought my comic and would have had you autograph it for me. But yeah, I thought he was just a My Little Pony guy. He does a lot more than just My Little Pony. So I really dig the cover. Really like the guitar that he picked out. I talked to him about that. It's a BC Rich Warlock with a Widow headstock. So that was a big draw to the cover. Besides the cool little artwork, it's like a Scotty Young was the guitar she has. So I'll meet him again. I'll get his autograph on it. 7 minutes in. This book, you know, I came across that on the website. This one cost a decent coin. Nothing too serious, but it's still pretty decent. It's a cover done by Michael Turner. Vampirilla Strikes #1. It's a Comics Pro. It's a retailer summit. What is it? A retailer incentive. It's a retailer incentive. I think when I looked up, I was reading about the comic. I think there's only like 400 copies out there or something. So pretty low. I think it was 400. I don't think it's 4,000. Although it could be off of 0. 4,000. I think it's only like 400. It's a retailer summit. Something like that. A retailer incentive cover. They only give out to certain retailers. So I was pretty stoked about that. And this book here, this is kind of a big book for me too, in my opinion. This is going to be his. You guys can attempt to correct me if I am wrong, but I believe I'm about spot on. But you know, anything's possible. Albedo, #4, if that's how you pronounce it, Albedo. This is actually, I believe it's his second cover appearance for Usagi Yojimbo. Because obviously the one you really want is #2. #2 is his first appearance, first cover, and then #3 is his second appearance, but he's not on the cover. I do have an issue #3. It's just packed away, but I had seen this and I thought this was a good price. Decided to pick this up. #4, because I think these are books that are tough to come by. #4. So I believe this would be his third appearance and his second cover for Usagi Yojimbo. So. The Samurai Rabbit. He's not a ninja rabbit, all right? No ninjas here, man. He's a samurai. Those are ninjas in the background because the way the way their head faces are covered up, those would be ninjas. But ninjas cover themselves up. Samurais do not. So that's a little schooling for you there. So yeah, it's a sweet book. Graded as 7.0. Really stoked to have that. Anything with Usagi Yojimbo. And with my time it's taken. Let's get into these two big books here before my alarm goes off. Actually, more than just two big books. Picked up this one with the Batman 52 series ending. Come across this on the website. Batman issue 35. It's a variant. It's the Lamole Comic Con. This is actually signed. It's kind of tough. Ooh, look at that glare. There's a Scott Snyder signature already on there and a Greg Capullo That's a CBCS graded 9.6 white pages. And this is kind of a, this is a takeoff the Batman #1 cover that the Greg Capullo did. So, but this is pretty awesome. So I really wanted to, the price was good on it. I was cool with it. Got that. Let me throw this book up next to it. Another variant. It's kind of the same take, just from a different angle. Batman knocking the crap out of these guys. Issue 52. It's the 52 Bravo beats the variant cover. Yeah, and I don't know. After Capullo, I don't recognize that autograph there at the base. So it almost looks like a Neil Adams, but the artwork doesn't really. So, don't know really who did that cover. So, but those look pretty cool together. 10 minutes in, boy, I gotta hustle. Boy. All right, last two books. Last two slabs. These are the slabs that these cost me some change, for sure. All right, this was all in that box, man. The box that was in the truck. I finally got a hold of one of these, the Avengers issue number 57. The grade's cool. I'm really stoked with the grade, condition of the book. 7.5. That's kind of right at where I want to be with a lot of these older books, because they're already costing me some pretty decent coins. So any higher of a CGC grade, then when you get caught up in the bids, you got to really watch your money, because you get caught up in the bids and you're like, oh, this guy's gonna outbid me, I'll throw some more money down. Next thing you know, you really overpaid for something when you're bidding on a book. So you really got to pay attention to that when you're bidding. So fortunately for me, I think I did all right. And Avengers issue number 8, again, 5.5. It's an older book. It really presents well. Obviously, it's got its issues at being at a 5.5, but first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. So I think this is a book to possibly be looking out for. If you get a chance to pick them up on the cheap, go for it. And my time is going. And of course, first appearance of Silver Age Vision. So really stoked with that. There's many more books out there I'd like to get, and hopefully I'll obtain someday before the prices get out of hand. The other comic I picked up, because I was so stoked to get this book, was right here, The Homage. The all new Avengers, issue 6, second printing variant cover of, Beware of the Vision. And that's my alarm. Ooh. Little Foo Fighters deal. Let me know, hey, get my butt to work. I got to pay for this stuff. So that's it, guys and gals. I just want to say thanks for everyone that's still hanging in there, watching my vids, putting up with my stuff, and I really appreciate it. Everyone have a great weekend. Again, I'll try to get some vids out this weekend for some contests. There's a lot of cool folks out there. Really appreciate everything, and everyone take care. Later.